All right, so we're gonna do a couple of PSA blind reveals. I'm gonna split this into two parts. Mostly vintage cards, but there are some modern cards in part two of this. There are also some modern autographed legend cards that are getting authenticated. So first up, we have 5 cards that I sent at the Toronto Expo. These are autograph authentication, and they also grade the card with the dual service. And then after that, I have 10 vintage cards that was part of the September special. Um, one of those cards got upcharged, so I'm really curious to see which one that is. I think I sent those in at the end of September, so we're looking at 4.5 months. But the cool thing is, PSA actually sent all my cards back in one order, so they saved me some shipping. So let's just jump right into the autograph authentication. Start with Marcel Dion, rookie card. Found this at a show for fairly cheap. Nice clean signature. The card itself has some pretty heavy creasing down the middle, but it actually has really good eye appeal. I might actually keep this one versus my rookie that's coming up. So let's see what we got. Hoping for a 10 on the auto. And we did. We got a 10 on the auto. That was the main thing I was concerned about. Just happy to get them authenticated though, all in all. All right, so next up, 2002, I think, Archives Guy Lafleur. This was signed in person. You can also get these signed out of the packs. I knew it wasn't going to be a 10. I was hoping for maybe an 8. Doesn't really matter as long as it's authentic though. So we got a 6 with an auto 10, which is awesome. We got a Mike Bossy here. This was another card show pickup. I found this in a cheap box. It's got the silver ink with 22. Not expecting a high grade at all on the card. What did we get? 7, okay, higher than expected. And the auto 10, which is another bonus. Here's a really cool one too. I got this at the Toronto show maybe 2 years ago. This one actually came from the Mike Bossy family. They were on hand selling like signed memorabilia and a bunch of his personal stuff. So yeah, I was surprised too. This card was like $20 direct from the family. They didn't have any vintage ones there, or I would have bought one of those, but this one was the kind of my favorite looking one. So let's see what we got. We got an 8 on the card, which is awesome for a modern card there because it had a little bit of touching on it. And auto 10 again. Super happy with that one. All right, now this one is interesting. Paul Coffey, rookie card signed. It was really nice condition also on the card. So I was like, I wonder if this can pull a pretty high grade too. So let's see what we got. Auto 9, and it's a near mint 7. So this is pretty good. Pretty good. I might actually sell this one. We'll see. A couple of these will be for sale, not the Bossy or the Fleur Dion, but some of these other vintage cards I'll sell as well. So yeah, happy with those overall. Now let's get to the vintage. First, let's do these oversized. I got 2 1965 Coca-Cola cards. This is the Bobby Hull. These come in a big clumsy slab, but I figured I bought a whole set of the Blackhawks, and I figured I would send in a couple to see how they do. I got the Hull and of the Esposito rookie. So we're gonna flip this around. I'm curious to see what happens here because the edges are perforated. They're kind of like, you had to kind of pull them all apart. Let's see what we get. An 8. Holy cow. Wasn't expecting an 8. That gives me hope for the Esposito now. So that's really cool. I don't think that was the upcharge. The upcharge was, they give you like a certain price. I think it was $75. So I think that means the card is worth up to 1,500 US. Could be less, but let's see what we got on the Espo rookie. This is the more affordable rookie. Probably hard to find still, but can we match the hull with an 8? We got a 9. This probably is the upcharge. Pretty impressed with that. I was not expecting a 9 because you never know how they grade these edges. I have a actual Sidney Crosby Sports Illustrated for Kids card that I want to send in. It says rookie card. It's got those edges too, so I'm gonna send that in my next round and see what I can get on that. Okay, so we got some 79s here. This is Ken Dryden. These will go likely in my set, building a kind of a near mint set, maybe like a X mint to near mint. Really strict on grading. It says on the back, Ken's brother Dave is also an NHL goalie. A couple of these are off-centered, so I'm not expecting high grades. Last time I sent one in, it was bossy, and it came back a 6, as you see in the background. So this one, again, has a little bit of a print dot there, and it's off-center. So I'm expecting a 6 on this as well. What do we got? Yep, 6. That's okay. Goes right in with the set. Also have the hull and the how. So here's the how. Similarly off-centered, pretty sharp card. Can we get a 6 at least? Yep. So it looks like I'm having a PSA 6-ish set. But you look at these cards though, other than the centering, really clean. It's really hard with the blue borders to get these. Oh, by the way, on the back of this one, Gordy is a grandfather. I always thought that was hilarious. Still playing. Okay, let's do Bobby Hull. Hope for a 6 or better on this one. This might have been a bit sharper than the how. I don't know, maybe. Let's hope for a 6 or better. And 7, okay. That's good. It's too bad I can't find these centered. I'd say that all the cards that I have in my set, though, are at least as good as those. Okay, so here's another one that I just threw in kind of to make it 10 cards. Guy Lafleur, 1977-78 O-Pee-Chee. Really sharp, a little OC. Hoping for an 8 or better on this guy. A 6. The centering really killed it. They put it in a little bit of a bigger slab, but it's one of my favorite Lafleur cards. Again, you can tell PSA is definitely super strict lately with the centering. This was a Crackout. We have, what is it, Larry Robinson. It's a rookie card. This was a KSA 7. I have it right here. Can we get at least a 7? I hope. I'd be happy with a 6 though, but we got a 7, so that's good. Crossed over the same. Pretty good card there. This one, they have light backs and dark backs. At the time, it says on the back, Larry is one of the biggest players in the NHL. Huge plus-minus guy, plus 722, I believe, career. Really awesome looking card in the 7. So here was another Crackout. This is a KSA 6 Crackout. So I'm thinking 6 or 5. Just usually KSA goes either par or down. I've had the odd one go up though. So let's see if we can at least get a 6. Yep, same grade. So that worked out well. Pretty clean. I don't know why the holders, they're putting them in a slightly larger framing, but it's fine. Okay, here is a Rod Gilbert rookie card. This one is going to be probably a 3 is my guess. Has a little tiny wrinkle on the one side border. It could squeeze a 3.5. That was kind of my prediction. Really like the looks of these cards. I don't see them very often. So what do we get here? 5. Wow. That's way more than I thought. So there is a little tiny, I don't know if it's not a crease, it's like a little print line or something right there on that border. It's hard to, let's see if I can get it on there. Yeah, there it is. But I went to St. Jacob's Antique Market and got 2 of these for 75 bucks. I picked the better one to send in, and I sold the other one for like $90 raw. So I found it's obviously a good deal there. Here's one that I wasn't sure if it could be the upcharge. Now this is a Bobby Orr second year Calder Trophy card. It's, again, the theme with this submission here is mostly off-centered cards. Now this one, I bought on eBay and it had some of that gum residue. If anybody doesn't know by now, use this pantyhose shit. Just rub it gently in circular motion to, you know, if there's any residue left on the card, get rid of that gum and you'll increase the grade big time. So again, this one I'm thinking anywhere from 5 to 7 because the centering's brutal, but the card is really clean, really nice. So let's see what we got. A 6, that's pretty much where I expected it. Happy with that. So all in all, pretty happy with the Phil Esposito 9. Pretty amazing card there. I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. I'm going to sell the Bobby Hull. Gotta sell some cards to pay for the kind of the submission. So, all right, stay tuned for part 2. We have 6 or 7 modern cards with a bunch of vintage, a couple of vintage baseball cards as well. Appreciate everybody watching. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. See you next time.